Your little hands wrapped around my finger, and it's so quiet in the world tonight. Your little eyelids flutter 'cause you're dreaming, so I tuck you in, turn on your favorite night light. To you, everything's funny. You got nothing to regret. I'd give all I have, honey, if you could stay like that. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. It could stay this simple. I won't let nobody hurt you. Won't let no one break your heart. No, no one will desert you. Just try to never grow up. And never grow up. You're in the car on the way to the movies, and you're mortified your mom's dropping you off. At 14, there's just so much you can't do, and you can't wait to move out someday and call your own shots. But don't make her drop you off around the block. Remember that she's getting older too, and don't lose the way that you dance around in your PJs getting ready for school. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. It could stay this simple. And no one's ever burned you. Nothing's ever left you scarred. And even though you want to, just try to never grow up. Take pictures in your mind of your childhood room. Memorize what it sounded like when your dad gets home. Remember the footsteps, remember the words said, and all your little brother's favorite songs. I just realized everything I have is someday gonna be gone. So here I am in my new apartment in a big city. They just dropped me off. It's so much colder than I thought it would be, so I tucked myself in and turned my night light on. Wish I'd never grown up. I wish I'd never grown up. Oh, I don't wanna grow up. Wish I'd never grown up. Could still be little. Oh, I don't wanna grow up. Wish I'd never grown up. It could still be simple. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. You just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Stay this simple. I won't let nobody hurt you. Won't let no one break your heart. And even though you want to, please try to never go. Oh, 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 oh. Don't you ever go. Just never grow up.
When I think of Graham, I think of giving. When we were little, we would always ask, Grandma, can I have something out of the fridge to eat? And you would say, no, you can't have anything to eat. And we would laugh, and you'd always tell us that we would never, ever, ever have to ask for anything in your house, ever. You're the most caring person I know, and you make it so clear to everyone that your house is always open for all of us and whatever we need. Look at this. You're 1,400 miles away in Florida, and I'm still coming over.
When I think of Grandma, I think of resiliency. This woman knows how to bounce back from any situation unlike any other. Let's go through some situations where she was financially unstable. She was born in the Great Depression with parents that had to support 4 children, and with Cito in Louisiana, they were a young and broke couple. But I think it proves that all you need to succeed in this world is love, because they went from that situation to living in the penthouse of a Delray Beach apartment. Another way that Grandma could apply resiliency is in the poker room, because she's losing right now.
Grandma is the most generous person I know. She opens her heart to so many people, whether it's her family or a complete stranger. When she decided to host Yasmin for the school year, she would always tell us that she was the one who was lucky. She taught me that to be generous is not only to give love, but also to receive it. Without her decision to host Yasmin, we wouldn't have another cousin. She wouldn't have another grandchild. She has taught me the importance and the value of opening your heart to someone else and what can come out of that.
Grandma is so fashionable. When my friends compliment my clothes and I tell them they're my grandmother's, they don't believe me. She is the most classy and stylish woman I know, and I hope that I can look as beautiful as she does when I'm her age.
My grandmother's altruistic. I cannot express how grateful I am to grow up in such a loving and kind family. I was brought up in a family where we were taught to treat everyone with respect and kindness. This all roots back to my grandmother being the most selfless person I know. She would do anything to make anybody happy or to help them out. Whether it be paying someone a little extra money because she knows they need it more than she does, or giving Yasmin the time of her life and providing her with the things she always thought would just be a dream. I look up to my grandmother not only because she is selfless, but she does these things out of the goodness of her heart and doesn't seek reward or praise. I hope to keep the Joyce name, and I wouldn't want to be named after anybody else.
When I imagine Grandma, I imagine extraordinary. She can do anything from handy to being the most loving person I know. She's the grandma that everyone wishes they had, because most grandmas are laying down their bed and you go to see them to help. But she can literally help you. So, thank you, Grandma.
Hey Grandma, it's Nadia, and right now I'm here on the song is Arena. One word to describe you is supportive. You're the most supportive person I know. It feels like just yesterday, me and you were sitting up here, and we were watching your first grandchild, Lila, graduate. I remember how proud you were. And then again, when Sammy graduated in this very room as well. You always come down and drive to see our events, no matter how big or small. And it's crazy to think that in a couple months, the next time I'll be in this room, it'll be me graduating. I'm so happy for all the support you provided for me. I love you so much. Happy birthday.
Graham, you are so adventurous. You have traveled all over the world with Cito, and you are never afraid to try new things. But the trip I will never forget was my first cruise with you. We created so many memories that I will surely never forget. Thank you.
Another word that comes to mind when I think of Grandma is delicious. Why? Because of all the amazing memories I have eating delicious, home-cooked Arabic food, poolside on the patio with the family. I always knew to come to Grandma's house hungry, whether it was for grape leaves, falafel, and of course, hummus. Now, every time I eat Arabic food, it brings me back to the smells of Grandma and Cito's kitchen.
Grandma, I'm filming next to the great Kendrick Lamar here, whose famous words are "Be humble," because humble is something you've always represented to me. You always talk about how great my mom is and how great we are, and you go on and on about us, and I love it. But no one talks enough about how great you are and how great your achievements are, raising 4 great kids, being an incredible mother, an incredible grandmother, doing an amazing job investing in real estate, and just being an absolutely wonderful human being and showing us all how to follow in your footsteps. And I really think that you just embody this word, and I love you so much, and give yourself some credit sometimes.
There are an endless amount of adjectives to describe Grandma in a positive way, but I feel like my videos would simply not be complete without using this adjective. Now, I tell Grandma this all the time, and she makes fun of me for it, but it's quite obvious whenever a grandchild is standing next to her that we always tower over her.
Grandma, I'm at my pool, but I would much rather be at your pool with everyone. You're so thoughtful and always go above and beyond to put a smile on our faces. Like when you put in your pool, keeping all of your grandchildren in mind, you created a fun space for us all to play and bond. Thanks to you, we now have endless summer memories at your pool, and the 13 of us have all become best friends.
Would I rather be feared or loved? Easy, both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me.
This Michael Scott quote from The Office greatly resembles the different views on Grandma. She is loved so dearly by so many like myself, but feared greatly by others, like the waitress at that restaurant when Nadia ordered a mozzarella cheese sandwich.
When I think of Graham, I think youthful. You're always on the go doing something, not acting your age. When we go to visit you, we're always working on a project, but most people go visit their grandparents to keep them company because they don't leave the house. After a day with you, I'm the one who needs to go home and rest.
A word that comes to mind of Grandma is knowledgeable. For 80 years, Grandma has been accumulating knowledge from this world and has the most extensive range of knowledge of anyone I know. I often hear of kids describing their grandmas as eat, cook, and sleep. Not my grandma. My grandma is consistently engaged in politics and always knows the upcoming news. I know whether I need help for a history research paper or it's something personal, dialing 508-951-8174 will always bring me someone willing to help.
So I am walking home from work right now, coming from the Center for Diversity and Inclusion, and I'm thinking about how Grandma has always been such an inclusive person and has taught us to be so welcoming to each other and respectful of each other and just very inclusive of each other. And thank you, Grandma, for preparing me unknowingly for my future job.
Grandma is so supportive. I think I can speak for all 13 of us when I say she never fails to let us know how proud of us she is and is constantly congratulating us on all of our accomplishments. I was so happy to have Grandma here for my senior reflection night so that I could give my rose to her. She is a great example of a strong woman I aspire to be. Grandma, I would dedicate my rose to you every day.
My grandmother is young. It's not every day you see an 80-year-old woman performing a candlestick in her living room or roughhousing with her grandchildren. I don't think she'll ever take me back to the grocery store after that one time in Market Basket a couple of years ago. When we got to the grocery store, I put every single sticker I could find on the produce or other products on her back. When we got to the frozen food section, I realized I had more stickers on my back than she did. Any other grandmother would have scolded their grandchild and left the store and made a big scene, but my grandmother played back. I don't think of my grandmother as a real grandma. I think of her more as my best friend because when I'm with her, I feel like I'm with one of my girls.
I call Grandma courageous because if it's her family, her friends, her neighbors, or anyone who walks in her door, she shows hospitality, makes food for them, and makes sure that this pool right here, this lovely pool, is always intact and it's always ready to go. She's changing it to salt water this year, which I'm so excited about. And I don't know any other grandma, 80-year-old person who does this. She's amazing and she's remarkable. So she's courageous, and thank you so much, Grandma. She always calls us on a day-to-day basis, or if not day-to-day, every other day. And I love her so much.
Hi, Grandma. Happy 80th birthday. Right now, I am in one of your favorite places, TJ Maxx. One word that I have to describe you is fashionable. You always look the best. And I'm probably one of the only kids who takes clothes out of my grandmother's closet and never gives it back. We love you so much, and I hope this year brings you even more style and fun.
Grandma is so hardworking. Here in Ohio, I help another grandmother down the street in my neighborhood with landscaping. But with Gram, we are always working together. Whether it's just cleaning the pool and cleaning the shed, or tackling an even bigger job, I've always enjoyed the work we've done together. She also never fails to amaze me with her high energy and work ethic. She has worked so hard in her life and accomplished so much. She has set a great example for her children and grandchildren, and we love her so much.
A word that comes to mind when I think of Grandma is intelligent. Ever since I was young, I can remember Grandma telling me that Aruris try their best at school. She told me no matter what grade I got, as long as I tried my best, that's what counts. She instilled the value of education in her children and grandchildren, making intelligence a pillar of the Aruri family. I continuously strive to learn everything I can from one of the most intelligent women I know.
Another word I would use to describe you, Grandma, is altruistic, because whether it's your grandkids, some random person on the side of the street, or the struggling people in Gaza or the West Bank, you're always thinking of other people, always making donations, always caring for others, and always so selfless. And the world needs more people like that, and the world needs more people like you, and you make the world a better place every day.
A word that comes to mind when thinking of Grandma is active. Grandma is always on the go, checking up on her tenants or partying with friends. Whether it's playing cards in Florida or coming to the Carnes house for Sunday night football, she always knows how to brighten up the mood. And Grandma also loves to go shopping, and when she does, she likes to find the best deal.
Grandma is so beautiful on the inside and out. I'm in awe of her huge heart and compassion for all people. She never hesitates to put others before herself. Hearing stories about how she hires people with mental disabilities as well as poor people just because others wouldn't is a true testament to her character. She is always happy to help people in need and serves as a great role model for me and my cousins. I am so proud to be her granddaughter, and I admire her so much.
My grandmother is by far the most loving person I know. With all the ups and downs of our interesting family, Grandma puts so much love into our hearts day in and day out. I actually just got off the phone with Gma, and before I could say goodbye, she told me she loved me about 20 times in 5 seconds, because one time does not express how much love she has for her family. She is the engine that drives the family, and she shows us how important it is to love your family and stay close to them. Although she loves my mother way more than her own son, Gma loves the family so dearly, and we love Grandma.
One word that comes to mind when I think of Graham is warmth. You're an incredibly warm and loving person, and you can light up anyone's day with just a smile and a laugh. I miss your warmth so much in the winter that my best idea of spring break is in Delray with you.
We may be at one of the most iconic places in the history of the Aruri family. A place of many fun times and parties. The pool. The reason that this pool has been so successful in bringing the Aruri family together for 21 years now is because of Grandma. Because Grandma has been so selfless. The dedication that Grandma puts into this pool is incredible, and the only reason that she puts in constant hard work is so that the 13 grandchildren, primarily my family, can benefit from bringing friends or hanging out with cousins. And to account for all of the memories we have at this pool are countless home videos that aren't going anywhere.
Grandma is our nurturer. She is our biggest supporter. She raised 4 children, and she has been instrumental in the lives of each one of her 13 grandchildren. She has a unique and special connection with every single one of us, and that is really just something that is so rare. She watched me graduate high school. She came to one of the first cross-country meets of my senior year. She came to the first event I ever put on for Students for Justice in Palestine. When you are passionate about something, Grandma becomes passionate about it. When something is important to you, it becomes important to her. She makes you feel so valued, cared for, and loved.
Grandma, you are so funny. Every time we're together, you always make me laugh. Like the first time I took you for a ride in my car, and you kept saying, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm riding around in a convertible. No woman my age should ever be riding in a convertible." And the best part about it is you're always the funniest when you're not even trying to be. Now come on, I'll take you for a birthday spin.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding, trying to catch me riding.
My grandmother is elegant in every way, in the way she talks, the way she moves, and the way she carries herself. When anybody thinks of my grandmother, she is always held in such high regard. Not only is her personality elegant, but also her style. Whenever I ask to borrow something or tell her I like something, she just gives it to me, which is very lucky for me. I am very proud of my grandmother. I am proud to be with her, I am proud to learn from her, and I am proud to talk about her.
I call Grandma educated because she has, people have different traits of them, like some people are street smart and some people are book smart. Some people are athletic, some people are not, but she has it all. Like, she swims in a pool. She's a better swimmer than I am. She knows everything. I look up to her every single day because she does the impossible, and this is why Cito loved her so much, because she does things that even people my age can't do. So this is just amazing, and I thank her for everything she does for me.
I've been trying to solve the case for weeks. It's keeping me up at night. Good God, it's keeping my family up at night. Never in my career have I hit a wall like this. 5 different accounts, all connected by just one name. Who could they be? What are they doing? Unless, good God, no, it couldn't be. Could it be? Are they all the same person? But my grandmother is so technologically advanced in every aspect that instead of just doing what any normal person would do, any underachiever would do, and just simply reset their password, she goes the extra mile, above and beyond, and creates a new Facebook account, all 5 times. Grandma, we love you. We can't wait to see what more Facebook accounts the future will bring us.
When I think of Grandma, I think sporty. While most grandsons talk to their grandfather about sports, I can always count on you to talk sports with. Whether we talk about your favorite football team, the Dallas Cowboys, or your favorite baseball team, the New York Yankees, I've always enjoyed our conversations. You've also been our #1 fan throughout our sports careers. From coaching Auntie Karen's baseball team, to going to all my cousins' games, to dragging Uncle Ferris off the football field in the middle of practice by his ear, you've always been our #1 fan.
Happy birthday to my extremely generous grandmother. I'm shooting this birthday video in my Cowboys jersey because I know how much she loves the Cowboys and hates the Patriots, especially Tom Brady. But in all seriousness, a great word to describe my grandmother is generous. Grandma gives all 13 grandchildren birthday and Christmas funds every year, not to mention the numerous cars she's given to the family. And the great pool in her backyard with so many great memories was built just for the kids. Grandma will give any item to her family, no matter how much it means to her, because supporting her family is the most important to her. I wish a very, very happy birthday to my grandmother.
Another word that comes to mind when I think of Grandma is hilarious. One of my best memories growing up is calling up Grandma every single night to tell her my newest knock-knock joke. Even if it wasn't that funny, I could always count on Grandma to laugh with me.
Hi Grandma, here I am in front of the W.E.B. Du Bois Library where Cito studied and where my dad studied, and I just want to say that you're so inspiring and you inspire me to work hard every day and be a better person every day and to make this world a better place, and you lead by example, and thank you so much for inspiring me.
Grandma is so unpredictable. A day with her is always exciting. She could start off the day hosting me and my cousins at the pool or taking some of us shopping, but there's a good chance she'll end up here at Lowe's or Home Depot. While most grandmas spend their days at a coffee shop or hair salon, these are some of her favorite stores. I admire her energy and work ethic, and she's always on the go working on a project. I love her so much.
A word that commonly comes to mind when thinking of Grandma is wise. Grandma is wise in a lot of ways, whether it's cooking amazing food or knowing politics better than corrupt Trump. Although she's wise in these ways, the wisest decision she ever made was marrying my grandfather, Cito. With 80 years under her belt, I know whenever I need life advice, I can go to her.
I want to say one thing about my wife. Not only has she been my best friend all these years, but she has also been my best source of advice. She assumed almost full responsibilities for the home front while I was trying to start my academic career, and continued to shoulder these responsibilities as the demands of activism meant traveling at home here and abroad. And now I retire, but she does not retire.
For all those times you stood by me, for all the truth that you made me see, for all the joy you brought to my life, for all the wrong that you made right, for every dream you made come true, for all the love I found in you, I'll be forever thankful, baby. You're the one who held me up, never let me fall. You're the one who saw me through it all. You were my strength. my strength. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best it was in me. Lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believed I'm everything I am because you loved me. You were always there for me. The tender wind that carried me, the light in the dark, shining your love into my life. You've been my inspiration through the lies you weren't true. My world is a better place because of you. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my strength. When I couldn't speak. When I couldn't speak. When I couldn't see. You saw the best there was in me. You gave me faith. You gave me faith 'cause you believed I'm everything I am because you love me. My love, you saw the best there was in me. Believed I'm everything I am because you love me. Oh, I'm everything I am because you loved me.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandma. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Grandma. I love you. Age is just a number. Make a wish.
Hi, Grandma. I couldn't be with you in sunny Florida, so I'm sending you my video from sunny Andover. I love you so much, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Graham. Love and miss you. Hope you're celebrating with your favorite McDonald's ice cream cone.
Hey, happy birthday, Auntie Joyce. So, since you're 79 plus 1 years old today, I'm gonna describe you in 3 words. First of all, you're inspirational because you inspire me to be just like you when I grow up. You're also fun because, you know, you make all of us laugh, just that's who you are. And basically, you're amazing, you really are. I love you so much and I wish you a happy birthday. And you know, I also can describe you like, you look like a 25-year-old, of course. But honestly, you have the ambition of a 20-year-old and you have the amazing mindset of a 40-year-old. So yeah, remember, you're 79 plus 1 years old today, you're not 80. Happy birthday from Jerusalem, as I'm at Al-Quds University right now. And I hope to see you soon. I love you so much. Happy birthday again.
Happy birthday, Grandma. The 13 of us are lucky to have such an amazing woman like you as our grandmother.
Hi Grandma and happy 80th birthday. I hope you enjoyed these videos that we made for you. I'm so blessed to have you as such a big part of my life and I couldn't imagine a day without you. Here's me and Cooper wishing you a big happy 80. I love you so much. Bye.
Happy Happy birthday, Grandma. I just wanted to let you know how much I love and appreciate everything you do for me. I'm sending you a special birthday message from your favorite place.
Happy 13th birthday. You're finally the same age as I am. Hopefully next year you can grow as tall as I am because I'm kind of short. So that's your goal. Grow taller. But in reality, Grandma, you're ahead of your time. You're a fabulous woman and you're improving the life of all of your grandchildren, and you already improved the life of your children. So thank you, and I love you.
Happy birthday, Graham. It amazes me every time I talk to you how young you are. I love you so much. Have a great birthday.
Happy 25th birthday, Grandma, from me and your boyfriend, Cooper. We love you so much.
While the odds of coming into this world are 1 in 400 quadrillion, the odds of coming into a family as great as this one are exponentially greater. And Grandma, that's because of you. For several decades now, you have been raising your children and your grandchildren morally right, and you've been perpetually putting money into our bank accounts to set us up for success in the future. And words cannot describe how much I appreciate that. I love you, Grandma. Let's go celebrate. Grandma, while you may want to celebrate with cardboard cereal, it's trash, literally. So, you're better off celebrating with a giant bowl of ice cream. Happy birthday, Grandma.
Happy birthday, Grandma. I hope you're having a great day. I wish I could be there celebrating with you today. I love and miss you so much.
Happy birthday, Grandma. I'm here in Delaware right now having a blast with you, and you went upstairs to get some food. So I thought this was a perfect time to let you know how much all of your love, your advice, and support means to all of us grandchildren. Love you, and happy 79th plus 1.
Grandma, happy birthday. Even at 79 plus 1, you are the sharpest tool in the box. Nothing ever gets by you. You are always totally aware of what's going on, except for this. Happy birthday.
Hi, Grandma. I'm not too sure if it's just the grandchildren that are supposed to be doing videos, but I figured I'd do a quick one for you. You should be very thankful I brought such good looks to the family. Have a great birthday.
You might have a mom, she might be the bomb, but ain't nobody got a mom like mine. Her love's till the end, she's my best friend. Ain't nobody got a mom like mine. She's my world, she's my heart, and there's no denying I'm her girl, no matter what. Even when I'm lying, she loving me, loving me, loving me, loving me, love. She loved me like nobody else. I'm telling you, telling you, telling you, telling you all. She taught me how to love myself. You might have a mom, she might be the bomb, but ain't nobody got a mom like mine. Her love's till the end, she's my best friend. Ain't nobody got a mom like mine. See we go way back.